live. Let's see. Whoops. Oh crap, what did I do? Oh my goodness, how to make this smaller. Nope. Hi guys, I'm just setting up here. Make sure, I'm trying to make this darn thing smaller. I'm trying to make it so I can see, like, oh my gosh, there it is. Okay. Bear with me, this is my, I'm trying to make it so I can see, like, oh my gosh, there it is. Okay. Bear with me, this is my, I'm trying to make it so I can see. Why is this delayed? Oh my gosh, there it is. Okay. Bear with me, this is my, I'm trying to make it so I can see. Why is this delayed? Oh my gosh, there it is. Okay. Bear with me, this is my, I'm trying to make it so I can see. Why is this delayed? Where's the Google Hangout? Oh my gosh, there it is. Okay. Please. Bear with me, this is my, I'm trying to make it. Where is my screen? Where is my screen? See, I tried to do this before I got online, and it wouldn't let me do it. Okay, where is my screen here? Oh, there it is. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get this, like, turn camera off, mute, invite people, adjust. I don't know what that means. Settings. I want to see, like, the comments, the little chat things. So I don't know if it's going to play. Just 1 second. Sorry, guys. If anyone can hear me, I can't hear you. Let me turn up the volume. It says I have viewers, but let me see what this little thing is on the side. Oh, there it is. List all available comments, enter. This makes no sense. I wanted to do like a fake one before I got on air, but it's not. It showed it out to everybody, and then I don't know what's going on. So let me know if you can hear me. I have one person. Thank you, that one person, probably Miss Cotton, who came over to see. Type something if you can. Why isn't this working? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I can see. Let me know if you can see me, and let me know if you can hear me. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to work or not. We're going to give it a shot. And I think I'm supposed to be looking right there. So anyways, what I wanted to do was I was inspired by Chrissy Teigen's look at the Golden Globes. I'll show you the picture here. You can see that. And she has a great look. She's got like a neutral eye, glowy skin, burgundy lips. Well, right now, I thought at that time it was red, but like a darker red. But apparently it's burgundy according to her makeup artist. So I wanted to recreate that, and I was getting some requests from brides like to do trials with her look. So apparently this look is getting pretty popular. So I just got some stuff together. I got some new items from Estee and by Terry. And so I wanted to do a live feed. Well, this is what happened first. What happened was I filmed it already and started to edit it, and I thought, well, let me just go ahead and do a live feed because I watch a lot of live feeds. I love it, and I wanted to start doing that this year as well as doing some voiceovers. So I just figured I'll just make this the live feed. So I just left a comment as far as can you hear me? But I also can't see any questions or anything coming in. That's what I really wanted to see because I filmed it, and as I'm going to play it like a PowerPoint presentation in the back, if you have any questions or anything, you can just shoot them over to me, and that way I can actually pay attention to it at the same time. So that's why I really also wanted to do a live feed, but I can't see anything else. I want to get this to be smaller, but I can't get it to be smaller. And then it says it's Google Hangouts, which doesn't make any sense to me because I thought this was going to be broadcasted in YouTube. So I don't know. I need to do a little bit more research. But anyways, I'm going to get started. So I'm going to play the video in the back, and that's the problem. I wanted to see comments. Crap. This is my first broadcast, guys, so don't rip me to shreds if I'm not doing it right. Start Hangout on air. You're about to join a Hangout on air. Okay, got it. Join. Oh my goodness. Come on now. Okay, I'm playing around and sorry. Okay, so let me see if I can get back. I can figure this out so I can do this live without all this interruptions. Where's the Hangout? I don't like this whole Google mess with YouTube. They need to keep that stuff separate. This is annoying. Where is it? Open the window again. Where is it? Okay, I'm playing around and just I hate this one. This don't work. Come on, open up again. Live dashboard, what is that? Oh my God, this is so annoying. Come on. Okay, well, I'm gonna try and figure this out because it says nobody's watching. So since nobody's watching, I'll set this up. I don't get this. This doesn't make any sense. Resume Hangout on air. I think I have 2 people streams going on at the same time. Oh my God, this is gonna drive me nuts. This is gonna piss me off. Oh my gosh, take me there. Okay, taking you to the other call. Click OK to, oh my God, this is so annoying. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna get started. Okay, I'll figure it out afterwards and we'll make it work. Okay, so I'm gonna play it on my phone. So first off, I'm playing it and it's airplane right here. So let's press. So first, what I wanted to talk about is the base. So when you're looking at Chrissy Teigen's makeup, let me pull it up here because I had it on my page here. Her makeup artist used a combination of skincare products. So she used a lot of La Mer like face cream, and she used also, I believe, a serum. So let me pull that up. Apologize, because I was supposed to do this from my phone, not my iPad. This is all messed up, but we're learning together. Makeup. Okay, so her makeup artist works for La Mer. She is one of La Mer's artist reps. So majority of the products, like skincare products and so forth, she used La Mer products on her. So to prep her skin, she did use the La Mer serum. Here we go. I got it up. And then she used the La Mer Renew oil, and she used the La Mer Creme de la Mer. So that was like to prep her skin. So for any events or for weddings, like for brides, I like, depending on their skin tone, I like to also use skincare products. It's just something that I've always have done as well. It's what I do, and then I like to do it on other people as well. So since I got the Estee Lauder product, I'm using Estee. So what I usually do is, before I started getting into all of my Korean products, I've always used Advanced Night Repair as my facial serum. But what I don't think a lot of people know is you can use Advanced Night Serum, put a couple drops in with whatever face cream you want to use, whatever primer, and it's going to help make your foundation stay put all day. So for any type of events, for weddings, it's perfect for that because you want your makeup to stay put. And it's also going to add a little bit of dew to your skin, depending on your skin type. So I have the Advanced Night Repair, and then I also have the Estee Lauder Revitalizing Supreme. Now this is their cream, Global Anti-Aging Cell Power Cream. So this is what it looks like. So here in the video, I show it, I just mix it on my plate here. And so I have the Advanced Night Repair, and then I have the cream right there, and then I just show that I mix it. So this is what the jar looks like. And it is in a jar, which is what I do not like. I do not like these jars because it's just the whole sanitary aspect of it. So you just scoop it out, put it on a plate, and then I mix it with the Advanced Night Repair. So that's what I'm showing right there. So I wanted to kind of just do the same type of a base that Christy's makeup artist did on her, but instead of using oil, I did that. And because my skin is more, it's normal, but it's going on the dry side right now, that's why I went ahead and used the cream. But if you are oily skin or you want to produce more of a matte finish on your skin, then I suggest you mix it with Estee Lauder's Idealist. So put a few drops of that with the Advanced Night Repair, mix that in with your foundation, and it's not going to budge at all. So I'm showing myself right here. I'm the model. And applying it to my skin. I don't like how it looks on the camera. It looks better on the TV screen. And then I'm putting it like in the pore areas to really help with the pore control and on the smile lines as well. And then I always put my skincare behind my ears. I coat my ears. I coat my neck. I coat my chest. I coat the back of my neck. I put it everywhere. Everywhere will show the aging. So I'm going to pause it right now. So what I do for events, this isn't what Christy's makeup artist did, but what I do for events is I mix 2 foundations, and I always grab my Estee Lauder. BLURRY is what they used on Christy for the Golden Globes, but first of all, BLURRY does not make color selections for their foundations in deeper shades, so I can't try it. And I found that this combination works the best. So I use Estee Lauder's Double Wear Light, and then I mix it with the Invisible Fluid makeup. So on my plate, and I'll show it, I put a few drops of this. This Invisible Skin Fluid is like skin. It is your skin, but better, but in a bottle. Shake it up. What I do is from the top, I put my finger on the top, shake it up, put it on my mixing plate, and then I put a little bit of the Double Wear Light on. So you're getting that skin finish with the Double Wear Light and the staying power of Double Wear Light, but you want the light version. Don't go for the original one, which is, you know, hardcore. Just mix these 2 together, mix it with the skincare products. So a drop of the Advanced Night Repair, a little bit of the facial cream, again, the Revitalizing Supreme Anti-Aging Cream. That's what I'm going to use. Mix it all together, and that's going to be your base makeups. That's exactly what they did for Christy for the Golden Globes. And I forgot to mention for the skincare, the reason why I picked this one specifically, the Revitalizing Supreme, is this has, let me go back. Let me step back. So let's go back real quick. This is like an aging, like a firming cream, so it's going to help lift and firm, or so it says. I'm still out. But the top 3 ingredients have that priming properties. So you're going to get that hydration, but you're also getting that staying power as far as what you would already use if you were going to just pull out any other primer from your collection. That is what makes this cream so perfect as an actual base for your makeups. That's why I picked this one. And then, of course, like I was saying, for the Advanced Night Repair, there's nothing wrong with using your skincare products as your makeup primer, but this is going to help produce that, I want to say that glow to the skin, add a little bit of that radiance, but it just helps also with the staying power because it's an anti-ager serum for your makeup. Now, what you can also do with this is, let's say you've never tried this before, you don't know what it might do. What I've done with people is I've just used it like on their skin as almost like a highlight effect and really show them that it can produce that highlight, like that glowy look on your skin, like you would get if you were going to use your regular powder highlighter. Put it on your face. That's how you can also see if you're going to have a reaction to it or whatnot. But it's a really good serum, so it's good to have this back in my kit. So again, going back now, fast forward to the foundation, mixing these 2 together, like shown here, that is going to be what I'm going to use for my base. And I just scooted it out a little bit. So again, I'm showing the cream right here, showing the Advanced Night Repair. That's what the box looks like. Mixing them together, putting it again all over my face. Let me see if I can fast forward that a little bit. Yep, plop, plop. There we go. And then putting it on putting the foundation first on my skin with a foundation brush. That's how I like to get it on the skin first, get it in all the little crevices where it needs to go. I believe that is the Wet n Wild foundation brush I'm using. And then I will pull in the Beauty Blender and really help mimic that skin texture and pat and press it into the skin. Basically make it flawless. So I didn't want to edit it too much. I wanted you to see the application technique and how I did it. And I really wish I can see some comments right now, but I can't on this Google Air. I'll figure it out for the next live feed. Watch, I get to be a pro at this. I'll get addicted. So again, just putting it everywhere on the skin. Blend it out onto the neck, and then go in with the Beauty Blender or whatever sponge you want to use. I prefer the Beauty Blender, especially if I'm working on somebody else. Beauty Blender. I'm a Beauty Blender girl. So I'm just pressing it into the skin, again, mimicking that skin-like appearance and getting it everywhere. Let's see if I can fast forward this a little bit. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay, now I'm getting to concealer. So the concealer I chose is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm in the shade 6.25. I'll make sure everything is listed when the live feed is over. Everything will be listed down color-wise and everything. So what I'm doing here is I'm taking a little bit of extra foundation, and I just put it like in certain spots on my face to kind of help further conceal that without having to pull in concealer. So now I'm on the concealer part. So I'm pressing and patting it first underneath my eyes. Anastasia's concealer is a little bit more, this one's more emollient, and it spreads easy and it covers. So because I'm not using a corrector, I want to get those dark circles underneath my eyes. I have more darkness in up here, closer inner corner of my eye. So I first press and pat it in and then smooth it out with the Beauty Blender. And then I will use this on any dark marks, any hyperpigmentation that I might have on my face. So that's what I'm showing. I'm going to do the other side. Thank you to the 3 people who are watching right now. It says who's watching, but I don't know your names or whatnot. I'm sorry. I'll figure this out, I promise, for the next feed. So I'm showing myself putting it on. Alrighty. I hate to try and fast forward it. Oh, and if you know me, I always put concealer underneath my nose. It will take years off your face. Get used to doing that. I always do that. So putting it on underneath my nose, just in this area here. Now comes setting the powder. And I set it, blah, I'm going to stop it right now. I'm setting it with the Hourglass Ambient Powder. I love this 3-pan. This thing always on my top, on my vanity, all the time. So I have the 3 shades right here. This is the one that you get at Sephora. Dim light, incandescent light, and radiant light. So what I do, again, we're going for that skin-like appearance. That's why I use this powder. And you can use it all over your face, but these 3 shades are very universal. I use them for all different reasons, but to set the concealer underneath my eyes, I'm using the Radiant Light. So this is the darker shade right here. It's a bronze shade. Don't go by these coloring on the screen or on the TV. The shades aren't going to matter. If you can maybe check these colors out in the store, you'll know kind of, or if you already have it, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So Radiant Light will set your concealer. So I am using a Morphe, what brush am I using? Pull these brushes out. Okay, this brush is Morphe M438 because it gets right in that little tear duct area and so forth. So that's what I'm using to set the concealer with the Radiant Light one. Start it again. Both sides. And it's not going to be this disco ball effect. You're not going to have all this sparkle or anything underneath your eyes. It's finely milled. It's so light. I mean, you have to be really up in my face to see it, but it just looks beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to stop it. So instead of using a brightening, thicker concealer, where am I going to put these brushes? Underneath my eyes. Again, we're going for that skin-like appearance. I like to pull in my YSL Touche cloth. Oh, right here. And this is in the shade 4.5. So this is the Click pen. I'm sure everybody and their mama has heard of this pen. So what I'm doing is, I've talked about already this shade on the channel. I'm going to use the Touche cloth as my under eye highlighter. Now I'm not going to go all the way up to the top where I put my concealer, because that just defeats the purpose of trying to cover any type of darkness here. I don't want to add light to it and, you know, boom, my darkness is all out again. So I'm just focusing this right in this area right here, both sides, and then I'm going to press and pat that in with the Beauty Blender. And I don't go crazy with it, just enough to give me that highlighted effect. Again, keep it very skin-like. And this is my favorite shade for that. I used to use 3.0. So if you want to go even higher, like crank it up, you can use 3.0 if you're around my skin type. And then I will do that effect here on my nose and on the forehead. So just apply that in with the Beauty Blender. Can you hear the music? And press and pat that into the skin. Now to set the Touche cloth, and we're talking very light, again, I'm going to pull out the ambient powder, and you're going to see what I'm going to do. I use this brush here. I like this brush. It gives like that, what's the word? It's these hairs. This is a Sonia Kajik number 16 brush. The way this brush picks up powder and lays it on the skin, it just lays the right amount. It doesn't cake up. It's perfect. I love this brush for this effect. So to set it, first I'm going to set it with the Bobbi Brown sheer loose powder. I'm just going to set the rest of my face. So basically set the foundation with the Bobbi Brown powder. And that's right here. I've been using this for years. I've been in the business for probably longer than most your ages here. So a lot of my products I've been using for quite some time, and that's one of them. So I'm just, any area that's really kind of not highlighted, but I did kind of go down the bridge of my nose with the Bobbi Brown powder, and then I'm going to set the Touche cloth. If I ever get to that part, come on. Okay, now I'm here. So with the Sonia Kajik brush, I'm going to use all 3 shades to set my Touche cloth. Am I going to get to it? And I just go stripe all the way down, tap off the excess, and then just set the under eye highlight, or in my case, the Touche cloth. And this sets it perfectly. It gives a little bit more of a brightening effect, but again, it's not disco ball style. It's very subtle, but this powder will also set it. So I really do like to do that. Like to use that powder in that method. And then whatever else kind of, you know, just a little bit more in the bridge of the forehead, the nose, and then whatever might be the excess around the rest of the face. And I think bronzer is next, or contouring. Let's see, what's next? Contour, of course, NARS Eat a brush. And in this case, I'm going to use Black Radiance pressed powder right here. Oldie but goodie. And this is in the shade Rich Mahogany. So I'm just going to be carving out subtle contouring here, the cheekbones, the jawline, a little bit on the nose. I'm not going crazy with it, but I got to do something because I love contouring and I do it every single day. So doing that, now my jawline, a little bit on the nose, and then I believe bronzing. I'm looking at the video here. I think the bronzer is next. And I'm using Edward Best. This is one of my favorite bronzers for events and going out. This is his Ultra Luminous Bronzer in the color number 2, which is Desert Sand. Probably going to be like, that shade is so light. There's no way you can use that. Believe me, this warms up your cheeks. So I do love to warm up my cheeks a little bit, you know, above my eyebrow, kind of right here on the jawline. And putting blush, bronzer, excuse me, underneath your blush really makes that blush pop. So to me, you always got to use bronzer. It's a nice effect. And I love this bronzer for events, going out, everything. It just looks so beautiful on the skin. Okay, where am I at now? Highlight. Okay, boop. Let's stop for 1 second. Okay, now on Chrissy, I want to keep calling her Christy for some reason. It's Chrissy. On her artist moved into Becca products, which I was all excited about because I love my Becca highlighters. So on Chrissy, yes. I just had a complete moment like, what the heck is her name again? Chrissy Teigen. Okay, so first her artist put Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Rose Gold. I don't have Rose Gold. And then the Becca Shimmering Liquid in Topaz. Then Champagne Pop and Rose Gold. Now I do have Topaz. Let me reach over here. I still keep it in this container here because this is kind of like what I travel with. And then in the video, I apply it with the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter, which is the F03 brush. So I just apply some of the Topaz on first. I'm telling you, you put Topaz on that liquid highlighter, and then you put on any type of a cream highlighter or a powder highlighter on top. Oh my goodness, the Topaz. Something about that color just looks beautiful. So I just apply it on first, blend it out with a synthetic brush, and then it will lay flat on the skin. You can also take the Beauty Blender and just, again, lay it out a little bit more. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to reach over and grab everything. And then I'm going to put the powder highlighter on top. So I pulled out Champagne Pop because I have this as well. This is probably, out of all of the highlighters for Becca, this is the one I get the most compliments for my skin tone. It just has that perfect blend of gold and peach, and it's light enough. With my skin tone, if I go more bronze, it blends in too much with my skin and it doesn't really show up on me. But Champagne Pop, as you're seeing right now, I applied that. Just looks beautiful. And I'm using the Morphe M510. I really like that brush for any type of a highlighter. And then I'm smoothing it out, the cream and the powder version, with a Beauty Blender, just real lightly. This is the other side. I mean, look how shiny it is on the TV. And then blending it out with the Beauty Blender. And then you can just do the bridge of your nose. That's what she did. It's on here. I'm just reading from it right here. So just did, here, let me stop it real quick. So her makeup artist did it on the bridge of her nose, and also kind of took it above on the forehead, like her temples, on her neck because of her dress that she was wearing. But for me, I'm just applying it here on the bridge of the nose, of course on the cheekbones, blending it out like that. And then the blush that they used, stop it again. The blush that was used on Chrissy is the Becca Nude, where is it? No, Wild Honey, Songbird, and Nightingale. So she used, her makeup artist, Mary, used 3 Becca blushes on her. Now, I have that kit that has the 3 Becca colors, and I didn't put it here on the table. But my favorite Becca blush of life is by Songbird. So I use Songbird in the video here, and I just apply, I always put highlighter on first, and then I apply blush underneath it because it just brings it all together. So that's what I'm applying right now, is the Songbird blush by Becca. So I'll play it now. I should have edited that out a little bit more. Okay, the next we're going to go into eyeshadow after I smooth it out a little bit more with my brush. That's a dual ended brush from Makeup Academy. Okay, now I'm going to stop it right here because we're going to go into eyes. Now on Chrissy here, I'm going to go back to the picture because in the article it didn't say what was her eyeshadow used. So what I did was I kind of was staring a lot at the photograph, and it looked like, okay, in one picture, she's all doing this slow motion with her husband, and it looked like it was like a smoky gray, but it wasn't. So the more photos I was looking at, she has more of a, it's a neutral brown on her, probably just to go with her dress that she's wearing. But I had just the chocolate bar sitting out. So I noticed that all of the colors is in the Too Faced chocolate bar palette. So that is what I'm using. And most of you guys probably already have the palette, so you can basically follow along here. And I have my notes as far as the colors that I picked because I have kind of an older one and it has the sleeve kind of up here. So bear with me as I try to remember the colors and all that good stuff. So I first am putting on, okay, first I primed my eye already with, what did I prime it with? I prime it with Maybelline's Instant Age Rewind. I did a video on this and I swatched every one of these shades on my skin and they all look the same. But the one that I noticed had more of a skin tone, so I would say more closer to my skin tone on my eyelid is Honey. So what I did is I have Honey and I use it as my eye primer because it dries down. These shadows look great on top of this. And well, after I set it, so I'll tell you what I do. But this doesn't crease at all on my eyelid. And I was like, oh my gosh, what a great discovery. So it does not crease on my eyelid. So I kept it. So Honey is what I'm using it for, but no way under the sun am I going to use any of those age rewinds as an under eye brightener. They're all ashy as hell. So I prime my eyes with Honey. And then to set it, I just used whatever was on the desk. So it was the Laura loose powder, and just right after you put on any type of an eye primer, just set it with some loose translucent powder. Stays all day, but it also helps all your shadows blend too. So what I'm showing here is this is all my transition shades. I just kind of keep it in one palette here. So what I do is after I set the eye primer, I will use a skin tone shade to start off with. I always do that. So in this case, I started off with Max Saddle. So that's what you're going to see me do there. And my transition brush, I use Stila number 9 brush. You're going to see me kind of blending out like that. So I'll start it again. So just, windshield wipers, get on the color first on the eyelid. Just trying to get it on there first. And then the next shade, let me stop this. Okay, look at my notes. My next shade is in the chocolate bar palette. I'm going to use Salted Caramel. So basically, what I'm doing is this. Okay, so Chrissy obviously is lighter than me, much lighter than me. So my eyelid is already brown. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to go obviously light to dark because she's using, well, her eye look is neutral. But I'm going to change it up a little bit. So I figured because she has on that burgundy lipstick that I'm just going to just use like this, the deeper plums, again, to kind of give me more of a smokier look, but not brown since my eyelid is already brown. So I first start off going from light to dark. So my first shade I'm putting down right there is Salted Caramel. And then I'll start to gradually increase in colors. You'll see that, if I explain that right. So I'm using Salted Caramel first. What's the next color I use? Milk Chocolate next. Where is it? Milk Chocolate, where are you? Oh, right here, this shade. So I use this first, right there. Milk Chocolate next. And this is, let me stop it. But now what you're doing is, since I'm working more in the crease, what you want to start doing is No windshield wipers, don't start doing that. You want to start doing your circular motions, because I'll do a video on all that with eyeshadow and stuff, but what you want to do is you want to avoid making those dark spots that muddy. You don't want all your eyeshadows to start blending into one another. So wherever you're going to put your brush first on your eyelid, that's the most color is going to be right there. So you want to start doing some circular motion so it starts to diffuse and starts to spread out. So that's what you're going to start to see me do. So as I start to gradually go up in color, I'm going to start doing my blending that way. So I left salted caramel and now I'm on milk chocolate, and that's the shade right there. And I'll have the brushes listed because I'm not going to pull them out right now. So after milk chocolate, then I'm going to go into, this is so flippin' annoying. I want to see them, the names listed right here. Then I'm going to go into semi-sweet. And just building up the crease, so just gradually darkening it up, all the shades in. So now I'm going into semi-sweet. I think that's semi-sweet right there. I didn't look at the screen. And that's going to be the next color going into, there we go. That's semi-sweet right there. So I'm blending that one in. So as you can see, semi-sweet's going to start to increase the color and start giving me that smoked out effect, and blending it out here on the outer edge. And what's the next color? Triple Fudge should be next. Give me Triple Fudge, the next dark color. So this should be showing in the live feed or when the video is over with, so you can go back and reference the dark, light colors to dark. Gosh, why didn't I edit that out a little bit more? All right, stop. Okay. So before I go into Triple Fudge, I'm going to do the brow bone. So in the photograph on Chrissy, her brow bone it's matte white. So I thought white chocolate would work since this is a matte color. But right on her arch, as it starts to go down the end of her tail on her eyebrow, she has some shimmer right there. So I used white chocolate first all over, so that's where you're going to see. And then I use champagne truffle arch as well, and then down to the brow tail. So that's where this comes in first before we get to Triple Fudge. So that's what I'm doing right there. That brush I love to use for the eyebrow. That is e.l.f.'s blending brush. I think that's what it's called. Okay, so now I'm putting on the champagne truffle just on the arch all the way down. And then I think I go into Triple Fudge next. Yes. Okay, so let me stop this. Wow. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to use Triple Fudge to deepen the outer V on the eyelid, because on her eyes, it starts to, it's like, you know, it fades up here in the crease and it goes down and it goes darker there. So that's what I'm using Triple Fudge for that. And then I'm just patting it on with, I think that is a Morphe brush. And then I'm going to do the bottom lid. So using all the same shades that I used on the top lid, I'm just going to do the lower lash line, again, starting from light to dark. So I'm blending in salted caramel and then going into milk chocolate. And I didn't blend out the top yet. I just stopped so I can do the bottom. And then I edited it out. Now I'm just blending out the Triple Fudge into like the lid part, and then blending it out into the crease. That's all I'm doing. And I think that brush is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Okay, so now we're going to go into that plum shade. On Chrissy's eyelid, she has more of a brown, but I'm going to start going with the purples. Now, here was the problem. This cherry color, it looks like there's some sparkle in it, but it's more of like a satin finish. So it wasn't giving me enough of a sparkle effect. So I started to add like 3 different purple colors. So I used cherry first, and then I patted on Black Forest Truffle. See, I don't even need to look at my notes now because now I know where I messed up. Then I put Black Forest Truffle, and then I added is that what this? Hot Chocolate right there, that one. So I used these three. I just wanted it to be a little bit more shimmery and I wasn't getting that effect. So I used those three purples right here and you'll see it. And then I'll start to blend it in together. And then I'm just blending the lid shades in the circular motion just to blend them together. And then I'm like, oh, there's not enough sparkle. So let me just put this purple here. Oh, there's not enough sparkle. Let me put this purple shade here and just blend it. So that's all I did. And then blending it out. Now for the inner eye, Chrissy didn't have a really strong inner eye highlight. Tear duct shade, which is, I mean, I love to go bright on the tear duct, but hers was quite subtle. So the shade I picked, and then I just blended it out on the bottom, on the lower lash, the same one purple shade. I believe the one purple shade I used was the cherry again. So let me stop this. Then the tear duct shade from the palette I used is Marzipan. Is that how you pronounce it? This one right here. That one produced just that subtle inner eye effect, exactly like how she had it. All right, now I'm going to stop it again. That's all. That's all the shades that I used from the Chocolate Bar palette. And I looked at my Bonbon one, and I think there's some similar shades in there too. So if you have that one too, you can kind of produce the same effect, just, you know, neutral eye shades together. Now on Chrissy and her photograph, didn't look, she had no wing going on, and it looked like it was a pencil eyeliner, very thin on her eyelid. So I just pulled out, that's ColourPop's black pencil. I just lined my eyes like that, and I just kind of blended it out with a my NARS brush. Blended it out, just again, kind of get that smokier effect. And for my waterline, she didn't have like a dark, like black waterline pencil. So I used MAC Trax pencil. That's what I used. I didn't want to use any type of like a nude or a white because she didn't have that on. But I did tightline with the same ColourPop black pencil. And then I'm just going to blend it out with my NARS brush. It's just real simple. No wing, no none of that, no liquid liner, just like how she had it. And then I'm putting on mascara, lower lash line, and the upper lashes too. I do use a lash primer. I use L'Oreal's Voluminous lash primer, which I didn't even know I had. I just recently found that. I didn't know I had it. And then I use the same Carbon Black mascara, the Voluminous formula. Okay, let's stop it. So that's it. The eyes are done exactly how Chrissy had it. So now we're going into the lipsticks. So what I did was, let me pull those out. I have 3 lipsticks. I was kind of like playing around. I picked up, I have 2 by Estee, and these are their Sculpting lipsticks. Now, they're the Pure Color Envy Sculpting lipsticks. So I have like one that's red, one that's like a plummy red, and then I have one by Terry. That's the brown. So I have 2, the Pure Color Envy lipsticks, and I also have the formula. I have one other matte one, that orange one from Kendall that they collaborated with her. And then I have all the shines. Like I have that like high shine appearance of a lipstick, but these are their Sculpting lipsticks, the matte formula. And I love their matte formula because it dries down. Okay, this is me. It dries down to like a satin finish. So you have that moisturizing properties. With their Sculpting lipsticks, the way that they're cut, this is what I love about them for Estee's. They're cut so sharp that they go right on the lips. So, I mean, you don't even, it feels like you don't even need a mirror. You can just be like, and it doesn't bleed. It doesn't go off the lines. It's a really good formula. And then, like I said, it dries down, but not to a fully matte finish. And that's actually that's my preference when it comes to a matte lipstick. I love to reapply my lipstick 50 times a day. I mean, how else are you going to get through a lipstick if you don't apply it a million times a day? I love the packaging. It has that like strong magnetic closure. So I chose Vengeful Red. Is that the box? Yeah, $3.50, Vengeful Red, and then I have 120 Irresistible. So I was trying to see which one would be the closest to Chrissy's makeup. So I have those two. And then I have the one from ByBare. This is the hybrid lipstick. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you why I love this one. First of all, from ByBare, I love lipsticks also that have like that, like the stick, you know, like the ColourPop sticks, like a lip balm stick. But what's good about this one is it looks just like the Touche clock pen. So it's got that little click action on the bottom. This is their Rouge-Expert Click Stick, but it is truly a hybrid lipstick, and it comes in a ton of colors. I will be going crazy getting more. So you just click it, and then that brings the color up, but just click it enough where you know that's how much you want. Don't be clicking it forever and get it all up in there. This turns out to be more of an orange shade, but it's a hybrid. So you have that balm feeling, that moisture like you put on chapstick, but then you have that lipstick feeling, that lipstick texture, not thick, but it's a lipstick. So, oh, you know, it's a lipstick on my lips. But then the last thing is like that shine of a gloss. So it's like everything all in one. So you don't have to be carrying all this stuff in your purse. You just got one thing, everything is in it, and you're done. Put it on, out the door. That is what I like about this and why I'm going to be grabbing a heck of a lot more colors. So first I start off with $3.50, which is again Vengeful Red, and I will start the video. Whoops, something dropped. Just trying to see which one would kind of be closest to her lipstick. And then I'm kind of showing, okay, you know, the strong cut here. And then how easy it is to apply. I mean, look at this. Just put it onto your, it swipes right on. Also, their matte lipsticks have a lot. We're talking pigment. It is strong on your lips. But don't be scared because it's a dark color. It's not going to go everywhere. Really easy to put on, and you're done. Look, no liner, nothing. That is easy. That's what I like. To show you, are we kind of close to her lipstick color? No, that was like a true red. So now I'm showing you the ByBare one. Let me stop it. Again, how you can click it, it comes out. And again, we'll just kind of test this shade and see is it going to match up to her lipstick, which it doesn't. But what this is what's good about this color. This is like, it's a rich orange red, but it's got undertones of red in this lipstick. So what I'm going to do is I've got two lip liners from MAC, one that's called, I think, Hot Red, and then another one, Brick. So if you have a nice rich red color lip liner, it's going to be popping. Hello, spring. So now I'm showing you that, and this color isn't going to go with what she has. So now we're going to go to the third lipstick. Goldilocks. Not too cold, not too hot. This is the Goldilocks winner. This one wins. So it looks more red in the picture here, but it's darker in real life. So it matches to, I feel it matched more to her lipstick, which had more of like a burgundy red appearance to it. And that is the winner. Then I'm showing you, because her, let me show you her picture again. Her hair is all sleeked back. I still need to wash my hair. So I'm all being all extra. I'm like, okay, let me slick my hair back, put it in the ponytail just like hers, and kind of, you know, give you an idea that that's the finished look. Play it. But I got the eyes down. So my lipstick, I think, is just a little bit more red, but I still got it down. There we go. Because she has a little bit more burgundy in her lips. There you go. Saying bye And we are done. Oops. Can we turn that off? Yeah. Oops. Okay, so that is it. I just wanted to show you guys in a live feed format what I kind of came up with, trying to get as close to her look as possible. And I hope you liked it. I will get it right the next time so I can see comments and so forth. And let me know what you'd like to see again. And I will have everything listed in the description box for the video in case you want to go back and watch it again. Okay. Thank you for watching, and I will see you, which will be edited and be a regular video. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.